So sorry if I sound a little weird because my throat's kind of itchy and stuff. I mean, a few days ago, my school had a gas leak of all things. So yeah. Anyways, this is this week's new car. It's the Ford Fiesta ST, the 2023, because of course stopped getting them in the States in like 2017, 18. Same story with the Focus, pretty much, where they just stopped making these too. But honestly, the ST, like, or just like the newer Focuses and Fiestas that we didn't get in the States, look really good, actually. My biggest pet peeve though is I like cars with big lights, not enormous grills. Sure, enormous grills, like if there's a lower enormous grill, I like if the lower grill is really big, I like that. But the upper grill, it's just nah. Seriously, big lights looks good. Big grills is just hideous. But I do want to see what we can do with this. Obviously, it's gonna have maxed in design parts because that was kind of the whole thing with this. Yep. So you have maxed in design. I don't know how I feel about the canards being mounted that high. The splitter is alright. The other canards are fine. I guess we'll go with it. With the wing. I do not like the shelf there. I do not like the freaking display shelves, like right there. That is on the back of this car. I do not like that whatsoever. Upper wing is fine. But why the lower wing? Really? It's 2023, not 2003. Dude. Not every freaking hot hatch has to have a whale tail. Come on. The upper wing is fine. That looks good. You pan the camera and it sucks. So no, we will not be going with the maxed design wing. We do have 3 different rear bumpers though. So we have stock exhaust, modified exhaust and diffuser, modified diffuser, and other modified diffuser. We'll go with this one. And with the skirts, I think we'll go with the second one, actually. Yeah, that wing is hideous. It looks incomplete without it, but I'd rather it be looking incomplete than ugly. Also, we'll actually swap it to rear-wheel drive, and we only have a turbo rally, so we'll keep the stock motor in. I wonder if it's the same one that's actually in the Focus ST that we checked out 2 weeks ago. I want to say no, because the one in the Fiesta probably has to be a lot smaller. And again, they're both... Actually, I think that the one in the ST might be an inline 3, and the one in the Focus is an inline 4. So yeah, also with wheels, I really don't have any ideas on what to go with this, because like the Focus is one of the larger hot hatches, like it's one of the wider ones, looks a lot better. The Fiesta, it's a lot like thinner, more of like a city, like an economy car, really, like one of those performance economy cars. But like the wheels on this, like 5 spokes, those don't look too bad. The splits, those don't look too bad. But at the same time, they don't exactly look right. Those look good though. Those Vorsteiners. And also we can get a, we'll keep the sport transmission in. I think it's just a sport 6-speed. And then with the brakes, and then the suspension, and yeah. This thing is actually a lot lighter, or a bit lighter than I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna weigh like 2,800 pounds because, you know, it's a modern car. But it only weighs 2,600. But shaving some weight, we can shave off 400 pounds exactly, actually. Very nice. But we really gotta get a exhaust on this, and we're not gonna go into that because I don't want it to be like one of those Golf GTIs with a stage 2 crackle tune. That makes it sound like it's like shitting itself on the toilet, like having a wet fart. Sounds alright, but with an exhaust. Sounds a little different if you have some little pops, which is nice. That's good there. We're also gonna, I think we're gonna go A-class on this. So we're gonna have to upgrade the camshafts. Puts us right at A-class, or top of A-class. We'll take off the ignition and stuff. What about the turbo? How does that sound? turbo doesn't sound that bad. It gives us an extra 100 horsepower. And with anti-lag, it doesn't sound that bad, but at the same time, it doesn't sound that good. So I think, nope, that puts us over class. That puts us at class, but I want to have room for this stuff too. Especially the flywheel. And there we go. So 2,800 pounds, we weigh 288 horsepower. We weigh 2,200 pounds. Very nice, very light. And honestly, like, overall, it looks good. Just the only pet peeve I have, we need more options with the customization. Like, I don't want to have, like, both sets of canards and both spoilers on this. I'd rather just have the splitter and one set of canards, or just, like, the top wing and not the lower wing with the Max and Design parts. Like, the skirts are fine, but I want to be able to combine that little winglet that's on the side and the main, like, flat skirts too. And I'd say we just go with a limited slip, or would it be a locking or a limited slip if we go like that? I want to say a locking because it's always locked, so it's definitely a locked differential. It's good. I'd say that's pretty alright for drifting, but yeah, for the paint, because the canards were so shiny and the splitter, I thought it was also gonna paint that stuff as well. Thank God it didn't. They do have that little kind of like Econo box green. I remember that green from a old Top Gear video on the back then when that ST was new. This is the next generation of that ST. Guess we could like kind of throw it back to Top Gear a little bit, because the show, the trio is actually separating with a final episode of the Grand Tour. I have the Grand Tour game that came out a few years ago, and I did play a lot of it, and I actually really liked it, even though the driving physics suck. And overall, it was an enjoyable game, because like I did watch a few older Top Gear episodes, the one where they were in Chernobyl actually, they had to run out of gas before Chernobyl. Yeah. Couple others. I watched Top Gear a lot on YouTube. Never watched the actual Grand Tour though, even though I really want to. I don't think we have Amazon Prime, but I guess that the TV subscription too comes with that. So yeah. So definitely, I really want to actually watch it because specials seem pretty cool. Also, I did hear that they are gonna tear up the old test track, put some homes in. At least pay homage to the test track, please. I was really just trying to get the recording to finish up. But here we head out of the festival. We are rear-wheel drive. Launch control course. We have 288 horsepower, but we are super light. Actually, wait, hold on. Let's go back to the festival, because I want to revise some things, because we're on full slicks. We are on full... Whoa! You saw that too, right? Our car just drove forward. Huh. We'll go with... Actually, we'll go with sport tires. We'll go with sport tires, so then we can throw on that turbo, because it's actually kind of sluggish, this thing. Go with a race turbo. We'll actually throw on all-wheel drive instead this time. Puts our class up a bunch. Actually, we'll keep it at 6-speed, throw in a new drive line and a new differential. We'll take off some of the other upgrades that we have, like, what was it, the fuel system? What other upgrades did we throw on? Exhaust is fine. Pistons. That's gone. And then I'd say we could shave off a bit of weight reduction. Pistons, we can't throw those back on. We can't do any of that. That's fine, but what we can do is we can do a lighter flywheel. There we go. So we are on sport tires. Top of S1, we have 382 horsepower. Very nice. All-wheel drive, we weigh 2,500 pounds. We will have to retune it a little bit, especially with that transmission. Suspension should be fine. All that other stuff should be fine, but we'll also need to retune the differential, because we changed that too. Yeah? Okay. Yes. Yeah, large mac and cheese and 2 baguettes. Alright. And I just took my dog for. She gets like a little chiropractor thing. Cause there's something up with her leg. It's actually been really, really good recently. But yeah. So she gets a little treatment for that to keep her a puppy. And it's definitely working. It's definitely helping her a lot. But now this is more like it. We're a lot quicker off the line because we got that new turbo. We're not doing it into like, of course, even though it would help. It's a lot faster, and I feel like the turning is fine too. Because like we wouldn't have gone like with the previous slicks, we wouldn't have even gone fast enough to even see it in action. But now with the sport tires and an extra 100 horsepower, it's definitely paying off. But I feel like if we got the rest of the upgrades, we'd probably get like somewhere between 500 and 600 horsepower out of the motor, which is very, very impressive. So we have the Focus for S1, Fiesta for A-Class. I'm actually gonna retune the differential because we're tugging a lot in the front. There we go. And I could probably set to like no lock under deceleration, but still. I like to have a little bit more power towards the rear, because then you can have the front wheels to kind of aid when driving so you don't completely spin out, yet you still have that little sense of danger with the rear-wheel drive. So that's kind of why I like to put a lot of power to the rear, but still have some in the front, so it's less prone to pulling an old Vettel. I don't even watch F1, and it could still tug itself out of corners too. And it still has the more rear bias to push itself through as well. Yeah, this thing, it's very enjoyable, and I feel like it can be very useful in racing, so definitely get it.